everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm really excited that you've decided to join us for this very special moment. You're about to receive some quality information regarding home care services for your loved ones. So get ready for your weekly insight of information, stories, and tips.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Brown. I am one of the owners at the Right at Home in Columbia, South Carolina. We've been in business it'll be 15 years in April that we've been in business. And one of the things that I would like to talk to you, the audience about is, from my perspective, what the evolution of home care has been. In the last few months, we've really been reminiscing a lot as we approach our 15-year mark of being in business, and really looking back and thinking about where we started, where we are right now, and where we're headed. So like many things, home care has really evolved over the last 15 years, over the last 20 years, really when it was the inception of home care as an organized business really started, and Right at Home as a system, I think, celebrated 25 years last year. And of course, our founder, Alan Hager, started his first office out of Omaha, Nebraska. I can tell you that from the time that we started our business up until now, there's obviously been significant changes. I feel that home care has evolved from something that was at first really educating people as to what we did. And people really couldn't grasp the idea of, okay, well, what type of service do you provide? Especially when you were talking to healthcare professionals, physicians, doctors, social workers, and trying to explain that we really are one of the first patient-centered cares that have been available out there, because our entire business platform, the way that we provide services, is based around the client's needs. And I feel that especially over the last 5 years, and it really took a jump start this last year with COVID, people have realized the benefit of patient-centered care. For us, it's client-centered, but still the ethos behind it is the same. And really, there's been a whole movement around how can we keep people at home? How can we treat the person, not the disease, not the illness? So that, first of all, has been the biggest change for me. Another thing that has become very apparent in the last few years, and especially last year, again with COVID, which COVID has really been a jump-off point for a lot of things in healthcare industry and a lot of things in senior-based care. But the need for more at-home services, and really the realization that people and these new coming generations that we will be assisting, the baby boomers and what they call the Great Tsunami, people really will do everything possible to stay at home. And, I think that you can really feel the impact that it's had on retirement communities, on assisted living facilities, to where now they're having to reinvent the way that they market their services, and trying to reinvent you see a lot of the assisted living companies going into our field, into home care, because I just don't feel that they have the demand that they need to keep these buildings full like they have in the past. So I feel that the future of home care, there's definitely a lot of potential in it. There's a lot of challenges. Where we're at right now, I think it shows the adaptability of our industry, and the fact that we are able to have a pandemic thrown in our lap, and we were able to adapt and adjust and change the way that we provide care, and really in a seamless way that a lot of these other healthcare based industries were not able to do, and not with the same swiftness that the home care industry was able to do it. The future, I feel that you will see, thinking back again, we used to think a lot about where are we going to get our next client from. That was really the big focus. How can we explain to people what we do? Where are we going to get our next client from? And that has really evolved now into how are we going to take care of all the people that want our services? What is the future of this industry? So you have a few different things that, kind of will dictate how you're able to provide services. I think that where government regulation will be. Another thing will be minimum wage. If that goes to $15 an hour, obviously agencies have margins to meet, so that will impact the cost and the affordability of a lot of seniors out there. So I really feel that the future of home care, I think that as the industry evolves, you'll see it leaning more and more on technology, to where we're no longer trying to fill the gaps in service with just caregivers in place, but really looking at it from every single angle and trying to figure out how can you have a whole scope of care that's based around the services of this client, whether it's home care, whether it's physical therapy in the home, maybe it's assistive technology in place, maybe it's smart technology. A few years ago, the thought of having remote monitoring in the house was just not something that people were willing to do. And now we're in a world where people have Alexas, people have Siris, people have Arlo cameras, they have the Nest thermostats. The acceptance of these things has really just come full circle now. So I really envision that a 24/7 care case, or a case that involves over 40 hours a week, in the very near future, it's going to be something that is not just being staffed by caregivers. I think you're going to have technology playing as big a role in the care of these clients as the caregivers do. Now, granted, I think that for us, the security is that one thing that can't be duplicated is human empathy and human compassion, and that one-on-one connection that we all have as human beings. That's really something that has really insulated our industry from some of these big technological groups that have tried to come through and create the equivalent of an Uber that provides the same services we do. It's just not that simple. It's we get to know our clients. You build a rapport. You build, these are years and years of doing this type of work that give you a bedside manner that your clients look for. So, I feel that the future it's more of a maze than it is a straight shot in one direction. But I feel that as more people age, as more people need our services, we will have to continue to find ways to provide that care with a limited amount of workforce, and really being creative and working as a group with all types of different businesses, and even businesses outside of what we would normally consider to be our natural partners in providing care.
Thank you for sharing this moment with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our website, www.eldercaretexas.com, and follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and our Spotify channel as Elder Care Texas.